Hello and welcome to another episode of Workplace Wizards Podcast. This is episode number 49. We are so close to 50, I can just taste it. But anyways, today we're going to talk about, can your motivation be a demotivation? And why we say that is we're talking about more of your disc styles. Some people learn to, or some people are motivated by certain things and other people are motivated by other things. So can something that motivates you be a demotivation to others? So let's bring in our other co-host. I'm your host, Arnell Smalls, along with our co-host, Gavin Wong.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great, Gav. So we're talking about today, can your motivation be a demotivation?
It can be, but my motivation moment is, have you actually read any of those books behind you?
Yes, I have. Maybe one, but I've read them.
They look a bit dusty to me. I think they've been there some time.
Hey, they still could be dusty. That don't mean I haven't read them.
Right, motivation.
What about those coats behind you? What about those coats? Have you ever actually wear them?
Listen, that's a nice barber coat there. You're jealous of that coat. Okay. And actually, it's too hot today. It's about 26 degrees over here today. So it's the hottest day of the year. So
it's 26 degrees Celsius.
Yes.
What? So that means what to us?
What, Fahrenheit 75, something like that?
75. Okay, that works.
I don't know.
That wait, that's hot today?
It is hot today for this time of year. It's very hot.
Yeah. That's funny because I was just getting ready to say it's cold today here in Florida and we're at around 70 degrees.
Behave yourself. Right, let's talk about motivation. So what motivates you then?
What motivates me? Things that motivate me are challenges. I like to have a challenge. I like to be, I like to be told I can't do something because I know I can, especially when I know I can. Those are some of the things that motivate me. I have that. Let's explain. I have that dominant personality style, which it's more direct, it's more dominant, more aggressive personality style. So the things that like motivate me are things like that: power, authority. Being the boss, wanting to get things done, the results, the action, take action, get things done. Those are things that motivate me.
Yeah,
because I'm a high D.
Yes, and you're very competitive.
Very competitive.
Ever since I've known you, it's always been about sport, about winning, about being the best.
So you understand.
When we play golf, you want to be as good as me. I know you. About that competition. Yes. But you can't win everything. But but you're a very strong D, aren't you?
Yes, I'm a very strong D. What about you, Gavin?
Well, I'm a high S. So I'm more.
Are you really?
What, are you saying online?
Or no? Are you really a high S, or are you just an S?
Oh yeah, okay. So I'm not a very, very strong S, but it's my dominant behavior.
Okay.
Followed by influencer. But I'm a higher S than my other categories. So I like cooperation. I like people to be happy, that type of thing. I'm not motivated by. I'm not competitive. Someone asked me the other day. I was playing golf actually, and I've just joined this golf club, and they were saying, "Am I going to play in the competitions?" It has no interest for me at all.
Well, I wouldn't want to play in competitions either if I'm scoring triple digits.
Well, anyways, even in the seniors, but even
go ahead, Dave. Go ahead, Gavin.
That's terrible. But even in the, but I'm not. I do have like competition over the years. I do like sport, but it's not what drives me. Golf is about playing and getting better at playing golf and learning, having to have a better swing. I don't really care too much about in that situation. I'm not influenced by competition and playing other people and beating them.
But
I want to beat myself.
But you're more motivated by like the camaraderie that comes with it.
Yes.
Making more friends, making new friends.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, sort of. I mean, I'm quite happy actually just to go around and play golf on my own though,
Yeah,
because that's just
likewise.
about me. Yeah, that's just about me sort of uh, getting better at that process as opposed to worrying too much about competitions and beating other people, everybody else.
Mm.
So for me, so if you're trying to motivate me, how would you try and, if you're doing it in your way, if I was another big D, how would you try and motivate me?
If me trying to motivate you,
If I was a big D like you or a strong D
oh,
like you, how
if
would you
if
motivate
you
me?
if you were like me, I would say, hey, I would put you to a challenge. I
Mm,
bet you can't beat me.
mm.
And it'd be on. The competition is on. You want to make a bet? Like as soon as you said I was trying to be as good as you, the first
Yeah,
thing I stood up like,
yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah.
You
And
know,
we are competitive, and we are competitive. But it wouldn't bother me if you beat me. So really, if I played well,
see,
it wouldn't bother me.
it would bother me if
Yeah.
you were ever to.
Well, I've beaten you in golf, so don't even start
I
that
can't
one.
remember that.
Doesn't just because you can't remember doesn't mean it didn't happen.
I can't remember that, Gavin.
The
I
first
don't
time
know
we ever
about that.
played, I definitely beat you.
I need evidence on that one. I need a scorecard. You got to show me a scorecard.
I've probably got it.
Yeah,
But that's interesting because if
you probably framed it.
oh, it's the only time I won. That's right. But you never know, because I'm more of a steady person. Maybe I'll let you win. So that's the thing you never thought about. Maybe I'll let you win just to keep
I
you happy.
understand, and I appreciate it.
Because if you were playing with your daughter when she was little, did you ever let her win? If you were playing a
Yes,
game
I
or something,
did.
chess, did you? Okay.
Yes, I did.
Did you
And
want to?
no, I did not. But then again, it's like, all right, we play a game over here. We play a game called Connect Four.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I hate to lose. I hate to lose. Look, man. If I lose, it's like I'm studying that game. How did I lose? Where did
Right,
I make
okay.
a mistake? How did I
Yeah.
count wrong? Because my wife said she hates to play with me because I'm always counting like 5 or 6 moves ahead. And
Right,
she's
okay.
like, how did you know exactly what I was going to do? I was like, well, I tried to play for you to do this, to stop this, so I could take advantage of that. And she'd be like, how do you do that? So when it gets to the point where she'll block something of mine, and I'll be like, Dad. And I go, that just messed up everything because now the winning domino or the winning circle is going to be in block 3, and that's going to be her block. She's going to end up beating me if this game goes. If she blocks all my other
and
wins,
there's nothing you can do about it.
There's nothing I can do about it. It is.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I bet there is. You can probably just knock the bottom; they will fall down.
That is true. I could do that. When we get to that point where I already know it's going to be a stalemate, I could do that.
So knowing I'm not like you, thank God. How would you motivate me, knowing that I'm a strong or stronger S style?
All right, so I wouldn't bring up the challenge if I was dealing with you. I wouldn't bring up the challenge, Gavin. I would be more of you motivating you by getting you to work with others.
Yes.
To help others, to be more of a support personnel for others, or to mention the fact that you have supported so many people and we've done so well because of the fact of all the support you've given to each one of these individuals, or other departments and stuff like that. So that would be a motivating factor I would give towards you.
Would that more be focusing on how I do things, how I will achieve a task that I'm good at coordinating and getting the best out of people, that type of thing.
Agree.
That would motivate me more, rather than just tell me to do that. Appreciating that I am good at coordinating people and getting people to work together. That would, for me, would be that appreciation, and that would motivate me to carry on doing things. But that's not to say that I don't need a target.
Yeah.
I still need an end goal, but that's not what I'll focus on. What I'll do is focus on the process to get there.
Okay.
Okay, because I know that if I do the process, the end bit will come anyway.
Right. We talked about that
Makes sense.
before.
Yes.
Yes.
But I think that's quite important. That's quite an important part in terms of motivation, because, having led some quite big teams, I don't, I'm conscious of the organization's priorities and goals. I know that performance frameworks I've got to deliver X, Y, and Z, but I wouldn't talk about that. I would talk about it with my direct line reports, but for me, that wider communications to the rest of the team isn't so much about just the figures. Okay, it's not about you must achieve this or this. It's more about that we need to do things properly, take pride in what you're doing, follow the process, make decisions, that type of thing. But it's more about how they do things and the values that they do it. Because if they do that, the result will come anyway. And I'm very happy with that would always come. And I know from my evidence, my experience of that approach has always worked for me. Now, for other people like you might want to be more pushing the results.
Okay, that's true. But Gavin, it's so easy to talk about us because I am a D, you are an S. Let's talk about an I. Somebody who's more of the influencer type. And the funny thing is, I'm a D high I, you're an S high I as well.
Yes.
So we do have a little bit of commonality when it comes to the I influencer thing. So how would we motivate that individual who's a high I?
I think you raised a couple of points there. One is that we'll talk about how we motivate them, but we are opposite on some levels, but we do overlap, particularly around that influencer side. And when you talk, that's why we have a friendship as well on some levels, but we're not completely opposite each other, which is good. But influencers, you want to motivate them by.
Not us, though. That's not just us. I mean, every single person has a little bit of all the other personality styles within them.
Correct.
So that's it. But so go ahead, go into what you were saying.
Yeah, and it's all about preferences. But if you've got someone who's a high I, you want to be recognizing them, don't embarrass them, just appreciate them. It's that feel-good factor for them that they got influence on other people because they don't want to be rejected. They don't want any kind of level of disapproval. So the way you motivate them is very different to the way I'd motivate you.
So the way you get them motivated is give them the undivided attention.
Yes.
Make them the center of the attention. Make them the center of the stage, and do not like you said, do not embarrass them, and don't have a side conversation, while they're speaking, because that throws them off, because they want everyone's undivided attention at all times.
I think you've got people like this, don't we? We know people like that who are very much like that because they want to be the center of attention. So if you want to motivate people to do something, they need to be the center of that.
Right.
Okay. So they can, people can see them, recognize them, and then they can influence people that way.
And lastly, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, go on, go ahead.
And lastly, the C, Gavin. Now I know that your wife is a C.
I've stopped trying to motivate her a long time ago.
Oh, really? we needed that insight, Gavin. How do you motivate the C?
This is what I need you to tell me. I've been getting it wrong for 25 years, But no, to motivate my wife, it's much more about quality and about doing things right. Okay, so if I ask her to do something, I'll give an example. We had to, we've got a rose bush that she's bought, and I've had to dig a hole. I dug a hole, and it was big enough, but it wasn't the 40 to 60 centimeters, which the internet said it should be.
That was required.
Right.
So you did some rubbish work, Gavin?
What?
And you expected her to be satisfied?
Why did I do that? I don't know. I should have realized that not doing it correctly, as this diagram had said, was going to go. But you could see the root. It was more than enough. It was fine. But no, because the instructions said 40 to 60 centimeters wide and 40 centimeters deep, and that's what it had to be.
So to motivate them, you want to give them facts. You want to give them statistics.
And if you give them facts and statistics, stick to them. So her point was, well, why would you check? You may have had a point. Why would you check to see how deep and big this hole's got to be if you're not going to do as it's told you? Didn't really have an answer for that one.
All right, Gavin, with that, we're going to end this podcast with that because I don't want you getting in any more trouble than you already are.
It's too late. Too late.
So here we are, Workplace Wizards podcast. Definitely join us. We got a lot of stuff coming in the near future. So stick with us and tune in. We're going to be going live, having some live sections. We're going to have some workshops, and we're also going to have a roundtable where we're going to bring people in and they can discuss some of the things that's going on within their workplace environment. So we'll have those roundtable discussions. So as for now, we're going to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
And we will definitely be back next week.